Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know those cheap pre-built gaming PCs that look flashy on the outside but choke the second you try to run anything modern? Yeah, I've been there, dropping cash on something that can't even handle a mid-tier game without sounding like a jet engine about to take off. So today I'm putting the ASUS ROG G700 to the test, and so far it's the first pre-built that actually feels like it was built for performance instead of just looking good on a shelf. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the thing that really stands out is how quiet it stays under load. Most big towers turn into hair dryers when you push them, but the G700 uses a quad fan setup with dust filters that actually do their job. I ran Cyberpunk 2077 on Ultra f1440p with RT overdrive and the fans never got louder than a gentle hum. That's huge if you're gaming in a shared space or just don't want to listen to a jet turbine while you play. Inside you've got the Intel Core Ultra 7 265F paired with an RTX 5070 and 32 gigs of DDR5. That combo chewed through a 4K render in Blender in under 10 minutes, which is faster than my old custom rig from 3 years ago. The 1TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD is no slouch either. Load times in Starfield were basically instant, and the OS boots up before I can finish typing my password. Thermals are handled so well because ASUS actually thought about airflow. The dual glass panels look slick, but they're not just for show. The mesh underneath helps pull air straight through the GPU and CPU. I popped the side off after a few hours of gaming and the heatsinks were barely warm to the touch. That kind of cooling headroom means you can overclock if you're into that, or at least run games on the highest settings without frame drops. Connectivity is another area where budget PCs always cut corners. This one has 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet so your ping stays low even if your ISP can't keep up, plus Wi-Fi 6E for when you're on the couch with a laptop. There are also plenty of USB ports up front for controllers, headsets, or whatever else you need plugged in without crawling behind the desk. Upgradability is where most pre-builts lock you into their design. The G700 uses tool-less access for the GPU, storage, and RAM, so swapping in a bigger SSD or extra memory is literally a 2-minute job. I added a second 2TB drive last weekend and didn't need a single tool. That kind of future-proofing saves you from buying a whole new machine when your needs grow. The included keyboard and mouse are actually decent too. The keyboard has per-key RGB and a decent travel distance, so it doesn't feel like typing on a calculator. The mouse is wired, which is fine for competitive gaming, and the weight is balanced so it doesn't feel too heavy or too light. They're not flagship peripherals, but they're a solid bonus that keeps the total cost down if you're starting from scratch. Now, I'll be honest, there are a couple of things that aren't perfect. The case is big, so it takes up more desk space than a mini IDX build. If you're tight on room, you might need to rearrange your setup. Also, the RGB lighting is a bit aggressive. If you're not into flashy lights, you'll probably want to tone it down in the Armoury Crate software. Overall though, the ASUS ROG G700 is the first pre-built gaming PC I've used that doesn't feel like a compromise. It's powerful, stays cool, and is actually easy to upgrade. If you're in the market for a desktop that can handle modern games without breaking the bank or sounding like a jet engine, this one's worth a look. Check the link below if you want to see the current price and any bundle deals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.